my channel, Grace in Ashes. Today I'm doing a video showing you how I accomplished this top knot look. In my last video, I was wearing a top knot like this. It was in my Valentine's Day makeup tutorial, and I had a lot of comments, and I even did an Instagram poll if you wanted to see this particular hairstyle, and I had a ton of you voted saying yes, that you wanted to see it. So here is the top knot hair tutorial and how I accomplish it. I'm going to show you the products that I use and all that kind of stuff. It's been a long video because my hair today has not wanted to cooperate with me. So sorry if my lighting looks a little weird in this particular video. When I started it, the sun was shining, and now it's all setting and it's cloudy outside, so I have my light on as high as I can get it. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and let's just get started. I recommend for this particular hairstyle to be on day 2, day 3, definitely not the first day, because your hair is just going to fall. It's when it's at its silkiest and smoothest, and you want some texture in your hair to complete this particular hairstyle. So I recommend doing this on day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5 if you're trying to hide some oil. To start off with, all you're going to need are some bobby pins, and you're just going to need these clear elastics. I get mine at Walmart, so you can get them for pretty cheap. All that I currently have in my hair is I use all Lange products. So I have the Lange Root Boost. I also have in the Satin Nectar Nourishing Gloss. I put this in from about the middle down, and it's just going to help with flyaways. It's going to help your hair look silky and smooth. I also have in the Glaze Hair Lotion. This is just going to add in some extra lock and shine. It's going to smooth, and it's also supposed to help add volume and texture as well. So pretty much everything that I use is going to add in texture. I also have in some marula oil. This is going to add in some extra hydration to your hair, especially when you get done styling it and you've put heat on it. You want to add in some extra hydration afterwards. And I also have in some salt and sea spray just to add in some extra texture. I'm going to start off putting in some dry shampoo just to help soak up those oils, as well as adding in some of that extra texture right there. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And then just a little bit more right here. And then I just run my fingers just to really get it onto my scalp. If you wanted to, you could take a hairbrush and you could brush this downwards, and it's going to take that product and move it down your hair and help latch onto any of those oils. Now that I have the dry shampoo in, I'm just going to take my fingers. I'm going to go about to where the end of my eyebrows are on both sides, and I'm going to drag my fingers straight back. So I'll start here, and I'm going to go straight back, and once I get probably about half of my finger in there, I'm then going to turn, and I'm going to go upwards, and then I'm just going to meet my fingers in the middle at the top, and that's all that really there is to it when it comes to just grabbing your hair at this part. Now I do have a part right here on the side of my head. If you have a middle part, you're not going to have any issues with this, or you shouldn't. But if you have a side part, my hair can sometimes, when I get right here, want to show that part. So you can just take your fingers and kind of run it through it, or take a brush and really play around with that to get it to where it doesn't show that. So as you can see, once I take my fingers and go through, I get a pretty good line all the way up. So you might be able to see it better on this side. So I get a pretty good line going straight. Now I think I'm going to add this part right here. And maybe just a little bit from the top. Now this is always a trial and error for me. Sometimes I can do this one time and my hair does exactly what I want it to. And sometimes it takes me 15 tries. So if you are trying this at home, just know that sometimes it can take me, honestly, 15 times to try to get it right, to the point where I'm like, I'm done, I give up, I don't even want to do it anymore, I'll do something different. And then you always try it that one more time, and it seems to work. So we will see how this works today, but that's how my hair can tend to go sometimes. So just know, if you're doing this at home, it's not uncommon for it not to work the first time. Take my hair, now I want to grab it straight up and down. I don't want to grab it back here so that way it lays flat. I want to grab it straight up and down so that way when I tighten this, it is going to lay, it's going to be straight up, and it makes it just easier to do your top knot when your hair is just sticking straight up. Now wrap mine 3 times, and then I will take it in half and I will just tighten it down, and I will pull these pieces out afterwards. You can do this 2 different ways. Either you can take and go ahead and twist your hair and start wrapping it around like that, or you can take it and pinch your fingers on your hair right here to go ahead and flatten that out, and then you just take the rest of your hair, you just take the rest and just slowly kind of comb it around. You just want to keep wrapping it until you get your desired like bun look. So I'm already pretty happy with the way that this looks on this side. This side, I always have to play with it right here to get it to look halfway decent. Alright. So I'm just going to keep wrapping this around. I'm actually really happy with the way that looks right now. So I'm going to take a bobby pin and I'm going to put this in the back and go ahead and pin that down so it's not going to go anywhere. And then I will start pinning down these extra hairs that are on the side. And I do have a mirror down here, so I am going to look in it to make sure that I'm actually getting those pieces. So I'm going to pin that down. And then I'm going to take another bobby pin, and this piece that's right here, I don't really like the way that that looks. So I'm just going to take and bobby pin that down as well. And that's honestly all that I do. Sometimes it takes 15 tries. And I'm going to be honest with you, I probably tried this about 20 times for this video to make sure that I'm getting it perfect for you to see exactly what I'm doing. And now it wants to work. It didn't want to work before, but now it does. So I have this extra piece right here that's sticking out, so I'm just going to wrap it around. And I'm just going to put another bobby pin. Well, if I can get it in there. There we go. And honestly, that's all I do. That's it. So now I'm just going to take right here and just start pulling some of my hair out just to add in some extra volume right here. And as you're pulling, some of your bobby pins may come loose, so you may want to check and make sure that they're all still in there nice and tight, because you don't want this going anywhere, especially if your hair's like mine, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You want to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. So I still have that one piece that is still sticking up right here, so I'm just going to, there we go, we got it that time. And that's all I do for this particular look. So I'm going to take down these pieces back here. I'm not sure if I said earlier, but I just pinned these up just to keep them from, those hairs from getting caught in my bun as I kind of swing it around. So now that's it. That's pretty much it. And I don't really see any pieces of my hair that like need major straightening, but I am going to show you how I would straighten my hair with this. So this heats up to 450. I only have mine at 390 because that's as high as I need it to go. Because I'm going to put heat on my hair, I am going to take the Longe heat shield and just spray that on my hair. if you are using some type of heat shield, especially the Launch one, I do recommend letting it completely dry on your hair before you put any heat on it, because if you don't, it will leave your hair feeling crispy, and I'm not a fan of that, and I'm sure you're probably not a fan of that. So now what I'm going to do is just very lightly just straighten these pieces down. There's really nothing major that needs to be straightened. So I mainly just want to get these pieces from flipping out. So I'm just going to straighten it down, and that's good enough. I don't want to put too much heat on my hair, so that's really all that I do. So now I am going to take some of the marula oil and just spray a little bit in my hair. This stuff smells so good. I really can't even tell you how good that smells. If you are on day 2, day 3, and you spray that stuff in your hair, honestly, it's going to make it smell as if you just washed it. It's amazing. It's fantastic. So now what I'm going to do is some of these flyaways and stuff that I have, instead of using the nourishing gloss, I'm just going to take a little bit of hairspray and just kind of spray just a little bit on it, not directly, because I don't want this to be like crispy, but just a little bit, just to get the flyaways that are around my face down. That is all that I have for you today with this top knot hairstyle. I will be uploading 2 more videos featuring a top knot. I will be braiding the top knot in the next one, and I will also be showing you how I curl my hair with the La Rev straightener, and how I also curl my top knot and things like that. So I will be uploading, probably my next 2 videos will be a hair tutorial, because I've uploaded several makeup tutorials so far. So anyway, that's all that I have for you today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more hair tutorials. Don't forget to follow me in all of my other socials. I'm on Instagram at Grace and Ashes Blog, and I'm also on Facebook at Grace and Ashes. You can also check out my website, graceandashes.com, where I will post more videos and things like that on hairstyles and things that I'm loving, all of the Launch products and all that kind of stuff. If you're interested in these, I already have a blog post reviewing all of these particular items, so you can go and check that out. And yeah, that's all that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this particular video, and I will see you next time. Bye.